I've always helped people remember who they are and feel into their power, feel into what their gifts and their skills are. I've really helped people let go of what no longer serves them and transform that into fuel for their mastery, for them to shift their life into the positive. The magic happens when you can hear your heart sing. Literally hear your heart sing. I just want you to know you were born for this, that you have everything you need to really do you this lifetime. So let's get started. Let's make magic together. Hello, 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 all my friends out there. I am broadcasting live from the beautiful Mount Shasta area, surrounded with the trees, the ascended masters, the awakening giants, and the rocks, and all of you lovely people. I am your guide, Joan of Angels, helping you step into the miraculous, helping you to remember why you are, of course, why you are on this planet. What does that mean, and how do we actually step gracefully into being humans or angelic beings in a human body, which I think is quite an art form. And if anyone had told us before we came down here how unique and challenging it would be to actually be an angelic frequency being, a higher dimensional frequency being in your third dimensional reality, you would have just said, oh no, it's going to be a piece of cake when I get down there, because I've already mastered this. And now, guys, here you are with Joan of Angels. Tonight we're looking at all dimensions, fear, how to get rid of our fear so that we can step into mastery, step into miracles, step into where we really all want to go. So obviously getting out of those stuck places. Yeah, getting out of those stuck places, guys, that keeps us from health, wealth, happiness, healing, enjoyment, mastery, confidence, all of those feelings. And when you fall into all of those energies, keeps you there. So not on my watch, guys. I am Joan of Angels. I am a transformational guide and coach. I help people really not only remember, but really to embrace all your skills, your gifts, all that makes up you so that you can live your best life here, a purposeful life, though, that which you came here to do. So that's my job. And tonight's Miracle Monday. So we'll step into that concept of what are miracles. You can, if you'd love to participate and support the work, check out joanofangels.com, the website. Sign up and get your free ebook on living your soul purpose with ease and grace. And again, why? Well, why? Here's what I'm going to tell you. To be one of the chosen ones, you must choose. Just going to give you the nuggets at the very beginning, and then we'll really get started. You know, what am I going to tell you tonight? And you know this, fear is a lower vibration. Fear births more fear. Fear births a cycle that goes down, down, and sometimes almost hard for you to be found because it takes you so low. So fear, which is we also know is a very, very low vibrational frequency, is the killjoy of miracles. So hello, everyone. Hello to Idaho. Hello, Angie from Australia. Crystal. Thank you about the orbs. Yes, I'm cultivating the orbs, the trees, the little people, the wind, the water, spirit, all of that. And there's our friend Deborah and Diana from Coachella Valley, and Crystal. Crystal really is saying she's been working on fear. So we're going to remove that word working from fear, because when we work on something, we focus our attention on that something. And if that's something that's a lower frequency, even if we're saying we want to change that, we're putting out in the universe that that's the way it is. So what we could say is, I'm courageous. On the courage scale, I'm a 10 out of 10 on courage. So we focus on what we are and what we want to see. So in this process of transforming those lower frequencies, it's a very simple thing. Fear becomes courage. Isolation might become social. I can't even think of all the lower frequencies that are out there. Anger we can transmute into love. And by the way, what is anger but sorrow turned against yourself? So here's the key to activating miracles. The key is in our willingness to transmute everything into love, light, joy, and the positive energetics from it. So instead of looking at the misery of what all these things occur, we look on what it is we want to transmute into. So if you're afraid, let's say you're working on your health, okay? And I know many of you have been working on your health. And you may have some serious health. Okay, well, let's talk about the pandemic and work on it that way, okay? We were told that you're going to die from it and that you're going to have to do dramatic things to get better and get tested all the time. So what that put into the consciousness was a constant fear about it, a constant fear that when you go out in the world, you might get sick, or a constant fear that you yourself could sicken other people. You have to wear a mask. You have to, get your shots. You have to get tested all the time because the fear is that you are going to lower other people's immune system booster. Okay. Now, I want to explain something to you. You guys have the power and the ability to hold steady on your body, mind, and spirit. In truth, you're not at effect of media, your city, your state, your county. You're really mostly at effect of you and how you process, and you learn the art of discernment and go, is this for me? Is this for me? Is this going to work in my life? And you will start, if you apply that kind of discernment, you might find that rather than being in the fear that was being all around, you might step in and go, I actually know how to build up my immunity. I know how to build up my health. I know how to discern healthy situations and unhealthy situations. And you could choose to get into that higher vibrational frequency of light. Once you're in that higher vibrational frequency of light and love and confidence, then that which you are seeking can find you, period. It's not going to find you if you're constantly working on fear. The key is with fear, we excise it and we transmute it into a higher vibrational energetics. Literally cutting it out and inserting it maybe into a new place, or raise the frequency of it, or transform it in some way, shape, or form. So that's a good introduction, guys, to tonight. So what we're going to do is have transformation. Who here, if you want transformation today, who here say yes to transformation? I am interested in transforming, whatever you want to say. So I know you're in on this, because what we put out into the universe, even what we put out on these shows, is what we get back. Whew. And I love you all, guys. I was lonely for Miracle Monday. I told Neil, who is the founder of Portal to Ascension, that I don't know what form Miracle Monday will take, but I'm hopping back on tonight because I really did miss you guys. So do me a favor, Kelly Ann, Kelly Jean, share it out with your friends. All right? Share it out with your friends so people know why you like Miracle Monday. All right. So we're working on, well, see, there's that word again, working on. It's insidious. So we're not working on anything. We are calling our powers and our gifts to us. So we'll start by calling in the light, Mother, Father, God. We asked just now that we be filled, surrounded, protected with high energetic frequencies, with our guides, with our angels, with the ascended masters, with the higher frequency interdimensional beings that work with us, with the energies of the celestial ones, the energies of the masters, the trees, the water, the air, the little people, the bugs. Okay, we ask to be actually transformed from inside and out. Angie, thank you very much. Our thoughts, our way of being. And we ask to literally excise meaning move, remove, cut away any parts, even any cells in our body, mind, and spirit that have doubt, that have fear, that do not resonate with exactly where we are going. And we can say to ourselves, this is going to go over there. I'm going to dissolve it or maybe deal with it later. But I want you to actually literally imagine pulling it out of your body and putting it somewhere else where we'll literally be dissolving it. And that is also your thought as much as your health, guys. So let's take a scan and look at your body. Guys, if you have any health issues you'd like to have healed today, put it in the comments and let's work on those. All right, because we are here to work on all that. So letting go of all that no longer serves, we ask right now to be infused with energies of healing, infused with the energies of miracles, infused with the energy of embodying that who we are, embodying our soul purpose, transforming positive mind thoughts. The alchemy of your personal ascension requires you to go through transformation and transition and letting go. All right, so guys, put down, I'm going to wait till I have a few more and then we'll do all those healings together. All right, it's getting hot in here, but I'm going to tell you that it's probably about 100 in this room. Nowhere else in the house to go. So the heat is on. We're just going to burn away anything that just doesn't transform. All right. Okay. So suddenly when I said that, I have a little itch. Okay. We're going to deal with that. All right. Good. All right. We're ready to get started. So we have respiratory hormonal imbalances and stress. We have blood pressure that needs to be brought into balance. So I'm going to say we're going to say these things need to be brought into balance in our body. We need to bring our lungs into balance, our ability to breathe. We want to bring all of our hormones working in complete harmony with all the other hormones, with the digestive systems, with everything, all those endocrine systems. So we want everything to work in our body, including the stress. We ask to have that stress alleviated and transformed into excitement about where you're going, excitement about the new changes that are coming in, excitement about the opportunity to expand. We're going to look at the acid reflux as an out of balance in your system that has to do a lot with both the foods that you're eating as well as the digestive enzymes not working properly. Also, with your acid reflux, and this is for all of you who have had acid reflux, this is from Dr. Joan, there is a point right here that you could use to push down if you had to. So there are acupressure points for all of these things. Okay, so a little bit more, guys. Let's see what else thing needs to be in balance. For Patricia, you know what? That's smart. Because if you know anything about adaptogens are those kinds of herbs or tinctures that will bring your body into balance and intuitively knows that you might need a little more on the left, a little bit more digestive enzyme on the left, and a little bit less blood sugar regulation on the right. But those adaptogens know, and they kind of regulate your body in a way that it brings balance and harmony to your entire system. So, Patricia, that's something to be explored. I'm very much into anything that doesn't have side effects in your body. So my chiropractic has empowered me to really speak on building up your own natural immunity. And there's plenty of ways to do that. Okay. So the way to hold steady and be fearless is to know that your body, that you're doing everything you can for your body, that you're learning how to balance your body. And we ask your body regularly what it needs, and we provide it with the foods and the nutrients that it needs to bring that into you. And so even Kelly Jean with sleeping. So sleeping is definitely out of balance situation. There are opportunities for different herbs that will work with that. But in the interim here, we are going to work on those energies as well. And probably I'll keep looking at a list. All right. So before we start with those physical healings, my friends, and share it out with anyone you know who would like to have energetic healings tonight, we're going to pull a card from the winged tribes, meaning the bird tribes, and see what message they have for everyone here in the group. Oh, there's our friend Lori. How lovely. All right. And so, Deb, when you wake up in the middle of the night like that, sometimes it's the liver, or there's, if you look in Chinese medicine, it's either the liver or the kidneys that might be waking you up at that time of night. All right. And when we do wake up frequently, get your notebook out and ask your guides what they want to tell you, have a conversation and sit up for 10 minutes and take notes and then go back to bed. All right. So the card that came out for the entire group before, and this is really leading up to the healing energies that we're bringing in. And oftentimes my guides tell me that the sound of my voice could put some of you guys to sleep. And because it could put some of you guys to sleep, it puts you in a state that lets your angels help you. So we are here surrounded, by the way, with also the energies of the trees and of nature and the wisdom of the ages. And so it's kind of given me a brand new perspective on what we're doing. So I want to encourage you guys to breathe with me so you can breathe in this energy. So the card I pulled for us tonight is the card of the Bluebird. I am Bluebird, the free of inner peace. Holy moly. Inner peace, okay? Inner peace, outer peace, world peace, inner peace, okay? And it is inner peace that helps us rise above fear. It is inner peace that allows us to heal. When I had a very, very active practice, I'll never forget, I had this one patient. She had like a list of 20 things wrong with her, from headaches, digestion, she couldn't walk, arthritis, back pain, etc., etc. And 6 weeks later, I would say that like 18 out of those 20 symptoms were gone. But all she could focus on was those 2 that were remaining. And she really got stuck quite a long time at a plateau, because rather than going, oh my God, those 18 things, I can walk, I can dance, I'm better, all she could come in was saying, look, this is bad, this hurts, this is whatever. And so focusing on the lesser frequency didn't get her well. So we want to focus on, inner peace, because if we're so worried and stressed, doesn't matter how great your healer is, doesn't even matter how great the medicine is, you won't get well. All right, so my blood pressure is great, awful nightmares, vivid dreams all night long as a side effect from the beta blocker. It's like my brain is on overdrive. Talk about dreams if you can. Why do I dream I'm fighting with someone I'm not fighting with, or whatever? Lori Jean. So for some of these, I can answer better in a reading, and I will suggest that we book something. But I'm also going to say that when we have dreams that are very vivid, and they're like nightmares, or they're like wars, or we're fighting, it could be several different things. It could be timelines converging. It could be you in a past life, most likely. Okay, so it could be dreams coming through, breakthrough dreams of your past lives coming through. Number one. It could be also through anger, but I really don't think that so much. I really think sometimes we work out the karma of what we came here to do. The other thing is that you're having side effects from medication. So I didn't put you on those beta blockers. I can't take you off those beta blockers. I could suggest to you consultation so that we can talk about how to bring your body back into balance, because the key is not going to give you more medication either. Not even, ordinarily with sleep disorders I recommend CBD, but I wouldn't even recommend you take anything at this moment until we really knew what what the situation really is. But karmic dreams of vivid wars and fighting and battles are often ones that we have fought in the past. And Lord, I love you. I certainly would love to help you in those ways. But for now, let's start to work on how do we do healing. Well, one way we do healing is we start to see our perfect blood pressure. We see our tests coming out in complete balance, our blood sugar normal, our cholesterol in the perfect range, our doctor congratulating us on whatever you're doing to stay healthy is amazing, is productive, is going to help you. So we want to really allow you the space to feel into what's out of balance in your body right now. All right, so the card that came up, I haven't even gotten through reading it. Okay, inner peace. It says, I am the flight of the heart when all is at ease. Life is tranquil or will bring calmer tides. Take a deep breath, enjoy the free air, have gratitude, confront the darkness, and start to free your spirit so we can spread our wings. So we want to free our spirit. Great. Deborah, thank you for, I'm trying to find that one. I'll have Tina Marie. I can't really work on the comments, but I was going to post that. Tina Marie is in the back room, thank God, because she is also the juice that keeps all of this going. And she reads everything, she comments. Sometimes you'll actually see her commenting, but she is what's kept and shifted the frequency of Miracle Monday as it's grow. And I'm going to meet Tina Marie in person, and you're all invited to meet Tina Marie in San Diego at the live Portal to Ascension conference next April 2023. And I will put in the comments here, I'll just Ascension, I could spell it, Ascension conference.com. That's where you can meet Tina Marie in person next April. So she is now the bribe to get you guys to sign up and come to the Ascension Conference in San Diego to meet Tina Marie along with me. Okay. So, I'm feeling like the energy is doing what the energy is going to do. And we are very, very grateful. And they said, well, Joan, there's a second component before we do that healing. So, guys, oh, yeah, Finch. I am the high energy of restless anticipation. I am new direction. I am your clue that it's time to switch things up, guys. So this whole thing of letting go of fear, look at we have the Tina Marie fan club going strong here. The Tina Marie fan club. I'm so happy. Good. Yes, keep it up, guys. She is even greater than you even know, but she keeps the energy of this going. So here's what she says. This is your clue, guys. How do we switch it up and let go of the fear? We change our colors of what we're wearing. How many of you changed your colors today, or upped your clothing, or dressed better, or even wore lipstick, okay? Or spiced it up in some way, shape, or form? Or did something that you don't ordinarily do. Turn right instead of left. If you've seen it all before, I will change the landscape. So it is saying that we have an opportunity now to step out of stagnation, up your game. I put on this purple, well, you can't tell it's purple, but I wanted to feel more divine. And as you know, I'm on the road. I probably have about 4 outfits. Makes it very, very easy. But my guides just said, try to up your game, Joan, every time you go on. So you like the leader that you are. I'm telling you exactly what my guide said to me, because they say the same things to you. If you want people to take you seriously, if you want to be who you are in the world, then you take yourself seriously as well. So change up the colors. If you're stagnant, I'll be there with opportunity. Without change, everything stops. I am the millions of paths you could take. I am the urge to try something new. I am the flurry of endless activity. And then it says you are ready to leave your comfort zone and mingle with new realities. So, guys, let's create new realities right now. Who here wants to create new reality? If you want to create a new reality, say yes, new reality. Okay? And let's focus on what that new reality is. Is this new reality a new health reality? Is this reality a new relationship reality? Is this a new people's, places, and things reality? Okay, so in reality. So let's say the new reality is a better car, a new car. Anyone here want a new car? Okay, what kind of car do you want? So I'm looking for someone in the chat who's looking for a better and new car. Going once, going twice, 3 times. If you want that new car, an upgraded reality new car, yes. Okay, Lori. So here we are. Oh my God, I need a new car. So let's get rid of the word need and let's start to realize all the benefits a new car, or, it doesn't have to be brand new, but a much better car would suit you. So what would this upgraded car do for you? Let us know. What would this upgraded car do for you? Well, I'm going to fill in the gaps with you, Lori. We would be able to go wherever we want without worry that we'll have a breakdown. So it might remove fear. Okay, so a better car would allow me or allow you to have more choices, go more places. A nicer car would probably upgrade your self-confidence if you've been like literally living out of your car. All right. So upgraded car, better mileage on an upgraded car. But an upgraded car will allow you to have more confidence in the machinery and have a new reality. So our Facebook user, what is the color of the car that you want? And what is the model? So I'm going to help you out, guys. I'm also asking for a new or just new to me. It could be in really perfect shape, an upgraded SUV, large enough for my art. So, and I'm calling my new vehicle my transportation device. So we're asking Spirit to provide us with that transportation device. I wouldn't mind having a beautiful white SUV with beautiful leather seats that gets 35 miles to the gallon. I prefer a hybrid with more than enough room for my in the back seat. Hot and I'm very particular. Definitely this car has a very significant MapQuest, so I can GPS rather, so I can always find my way wherever I am, and heated seats and air conditioned seats. Why not? I lived in the desert all those years. Air conditioned seats is probably a great luxury. Okay, so the new reality is that every time I drive, I see myself in that angel mobile. I might paint that angel mobile because I have a name for my cars. This is the angel mobile whose job is to transport this angel. Okay, so guys, that new Toyota would be Honda or Subaru would be your angel mobile. And I want you to imagine that when you get into that angel mobile, guess who's in the car with you? Ha ha. A whole group of your angels, excited that you have it. Angels in the north and in the east and the west and in the south, protecting you and going with you wherever you go. So you might as well imagining now that wherever you go, you start to call in angels to travel with you in your angel mobile, which will go everywhere with you. Your white or whatever color, Facebook user, what's the color of your car? What kind of car? Okay. So that is part of creating this new reality. All right. Okay. So Spirit just gave me another job. So when I close my eyes, guys, it's not because I'm falling asleep or anything. It's actually that I'm listening to instructions that I occasionally get. So what I would like is I'm going to just scroll through and see kind of on for all of you. We have Australia here in the house. We've been working on the fear. Okay, so let's go to fear because fear is going to be the beginning of what we're going to do. Rubbing our hands together. Now, why do we rub our hands together? If you're new to the tribe, you know that that's how, well, you wouldn't know if you've been here before, okay? Then when we rub our hands together, we start to feel that energy, that power that goes through us. Okay, so right now, and we receive that energy on your left hand and we send it with the right. And so I am sending right now that powerful energy to you, and you can feel it on your left hand, which receives it. So right sends, left receives. Okay, now I want you to start playing with this energy, and I want you to start doing what I'm doing. Even if you can't feel it, it's being transmitted through Tina Marie and myself. In fact, I just saw her hands waving up in the air. And so we're magnifying. And so my body, the way I feel it in my body is tingling. And what we're starting to do is open up the field, removing doubt and fear, worry and stress, which is literally like a computer chip up in your auric field. If you could see it, you'd see like a little black spot here, like a little damaged computer chip. So as we do this, you might and really activate your hands. I can't do it all for you, but I'm going to do it with you, okay? And I want your feedback. The feedback is what brings us to the next level of our reality. Now, if you're dealing with something like needing hormonal balance in your body, you can still ask to be shown where there's not enough or too much areas, ask to be shown to bring it into balance. And you want to, if you see a little black spot, remove it. It's okay to remove it, cut it out, burn it, just remove it. It no longer belongs in your system. So any place we see a shadow of doubt, a worry, or a fear, or a black dot, a hole in our aura, or some of you might even see a cord in your auric field as if someone was attached to you. Some people see hooks in their auric field. Someone has come along and just hooked into your energetic field and said, I can't do it, you do it for me. So let me know in the comments if any of you see anything like that in your energy field. Meanwhile, we're sending energy to start to clear it away and starting to move energy through your throat chakra. Your throat chakra, my friends, we need to literally pull out the plug so that you can begin to speak your truth. You can begin to do what you came here to do with this. So pull it out. Okay. Patricia, my sweetheart, I understand about the grief. I'm working as part of a teacher. I'm in a summit, actually. We're dealing with grief and the sorrow of losing your companion, of your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's also, as we go through, work with all of our grief. When we see grief in one person, it's not like we're immune from that grief. It triggers all of our grief. So the other day on Saturday, I was at a music concert, and a friend of my friend was there. And this woman lost her husband a year ago. And I had never met this woman before. But as I said, she was friends with my friend. And the moment I met her, I literally couldn't stop crying. I could barely talk to her because I felt the presence of her beloved husband and that overwhelming grief. And so I just ask right now that you take this grief and you just start to expand it around yourself, even rubbing your body with it, so that you can feel that connection you have, honey, to your baby. Put their name, put his or her name for us in there, so that we ask to feel that connection, and we ask for an easy transition for the both of you, and we ask for an easing with grace of going through hell, so that we can release your companion, to go literally running off into the sunset. He feels you very, very much. She, feels that energy, love. And so we want to ask right now to surround our loved ones with love. And guys, we're in strange times. People, every day I hear some random person passing away that really shouldn't have. And so I say that we need to really send healing prayers, not just to Mr. Z, Zen Star, but to send healing prayers to all of our loved ones, all of our family, all of every cell in our body, every cell in our brain, every cell in our hormones, every cell in our toes, in our nose, in our eyes, in our ears, every cell. We're going to send loving and healing prayers for our heart right now. We're going to ask to take Patricia's heart, her dog's heart, each of our heart, and just as if we had like these crystal hearts, just see them expanding and expanding and expanding till we have one big giant heart that's just filled with love, filled with compassion, with just that tenderness of love, and knowing that there is no such thing as death. There is only the unveiling of the veil. And so we see you in Zen Star many lifetimes, many, many, many lifetimes, in many different forms, always kind of walking around town, and always with that grace and elegance that you guys seem to have. So we send you lots of love and hugs as well. Okay, moving through our bodies. We want to really regulate now any system that's out of balance in your body, that regulates your hormones, that regulates your blood pressure, that regulates your menstrual cycle, that regulates your circulation, so that we can bring your circulation back to normal. Asking again as we continue. So I'm continuing to remove any of these black specks from the auric field. Okay. I also, is there someone here with some back pain? Because we're actually removing any stuck energy in the back. So doing some energy healing with that. And I hear migraines. Don't ask me why I'm hearing migraines, but I am hearing migraines. So to continue to, migraines also come from an imbalance in the system. So again, going back to balancing that hormonal system. Okay, as we go down, we want to go into your heart and your lungs. Let's go into your lungs. The lungs are huge organs, guys. Right now, okay. So the lungs, I never saw this before. If you could see your lungs on an x-ray, you'd see that they look like this. They actually could kind of look like wings. That all these years I have never seen, but what flashed in my eyes right now is an x-ray image of the lungs, and it's sort of like a bean. Each of those lungs are like a big bean in a sense, and they do look like beautiful wings. So if you start to imagine your lungs and your wings, and I want you to literally see them filled with oxygen and clear. So breathing in oxygenated oxygen and breathing out oxygen, carbon dioxide rather, and then putting your hand on your lower chest more down here and starting to try to breathe into your stomach. And every time you blow out, see yourself blowing out anything that doesn't belong in those lungs. So see yourself breathing in beautiful, beautiful fluid. Sometimes I like to see celestial fluid, purple, green, pink, aqua, and then blowing out anything that doesn't belong until you see those literally with like an aquamarine blue, clear fluid. So we want to see that um, clear. Okay. All right. So I'm circling the top of your heads with my selenite wand. Good. Yes, because you notice your energy, guys, is changing. All right. Well, let's go down to the ovaries and the reproductive organs. When we are suffering from bleeding and gallstones, so I will say that Tina Marie suffered through a gallstone attack that I had a year ago, at least a year ago, and literally helped ignite me into a new way of eating and taking care of myself, Millie. Because our gallbladder, energetically, well, what it does is it produces an enzyme to break down bile. And what is bile? Bile is anger. You know, when we're angry, we're filled with bile or hate. And so there's a problem processing anger. That bile is difficult being processed. And so knowing the emotion that comes with it is really good. So with gallstones, yes, there's herbs and tinctures to work with that. And there's also dietary changes. So the truth is if I have too much fat, I'm not. And so there's a learning curve, Millie, that your body is very specifically telling you that it wants a different lifestyle than you're treating it. The postmenopausal bleeding, also, I think there's a few other issues with that. But let's start to see your body and see when we give a diagnosis, we actually take away some of the body's ability to heal such things. So we want to bring our body's menstrual cycle, our bleeding, our digestive system, our gallbladder, and our liver. We ask to bring all of that into balance so that we will break down, which is not good for us. And yes, Lori, that is good. Water, lemon juice, olive oil is good. Beetroot powder is also really, really good. So there's a lot of things that can, but it starts with eating, okay? And it's really critical actually, because that it also means that we need to bring your cholesterol in all parts of your body back into balance. So reach out if you want any thoughts on that as well. All right, well, hallelujah. Okay, so we've gotten down we went through the lungs, turning the lungs into beautiful lots of air in those lungs, okay, so that they're clear. So as we go down, going down into the reproductive organs, and in the reproductive organs, clearing away any scar tissue in the fallopian tubes. So I am seeing some scar tissue, Millie, in the fallopian tubes. So we want to just clear that out. And energetically, we can just say, my fallopian tubes are in great shape. My fallopian tubes are clear. My cycles are normal. I bleed the right amount that is perfect for my body. My energy is good. All right, so the other thing about the reproductive organs, the nerves to your reproductive organs come from L1, L2, L3, which is sort of above your hips. So we're going to actually see the energy going down and going out part of your body. Guys, is this helping? Are you Is this helping? And Lori Jean, yes, it is, but you want to detox a little bit first. But there's lots of information, Millie, on the diet that Lori is talking about as one option of working with this. All right, so tell me, guys, is this helping anyone over on the other side? Are you feeling this energy? Now, when we transform fear into courage, then what happens is we start to shine like a bright light. Even if we're silly, we start to shine like a bright light. Nothing can stop you guys. We are here for an extraordinary mission. We are here to wake up. We are here to stay, to be the light. And we're even here for our own grand initiation to see that through, to understand why we're here in this weirdest part of the history of our planet in the known memory of the planet. Okay? So you're here for a reason. You're here for a very exciting reason. What's amazing, Patricia? Who feels lighter and where? At 66, they say I should not be bleeding. It is helping. Okay, so yes, at 66, according to traditional medicine, you should not be bleeding. There are other factors, I'm being told, that are causing that bleeding. And one thing that would feel good. So alternate ice and cold packs on your ovaries. All right. I was saying heat, but heat would increase the bleeding, and we don't want that. And ice would shock you a little bit, but we want to just cool your body down a little bit. And maybe at some point I could tune in for you, Bill. But at this point, also, I'm seeing that it would help you to stretch your low back in a certain way by pulling your knees up to your chest, to just kind of maybe in a fetal position, holding yourself. Okay. That will also help. There's a time of self nurturing and self care that has to come through. All right, Patricia, what is amazing, honey? All right, I'm going to see some of these comments. And again, now, the goal is not to wrap ourselves in our diagnoses, but in wrapping ourselves up in the solutions and how our body is now functioning at the highest level. So, one of the questions we can always ask ourselves is that on a scale of 1 to 10, what is my vitality? And your body will tell you. So, you might feel your vitality is only a 3. You might feel your vitality is a 6, 7, or 8. But no matter what it is, once you discern it, then you can. You see, the power to get your body better is all in your hands. All right, I'm going to take a deep breath for a minute. If there's any questions or anything you want me to know or any feedback, and guys, have you shared this out with your friends for some of this extraordinary healing? We have gone today from putting out for our cars, changing our thoughts so we can actually receive that which is for our highest good, reframing it always in that positive, active state. And at 66, we're going to say Millie's body is working perfectly. All systems, digestion is working well, and her body is working very well. Okay. All right. So, and Millie, there is a process that you can start to see that the lining of your uterus is thin. So I would say today, if you're listening to your body, I want us all to imagine that Millie comes back on next week and tells us she didn't need the surgery because the lining of her uterus was thin. I say to you that it is completely possible that your body can work perfectly well, and that we can set the lining of your uterus to be thin, youthful, viable, and work perfectly well with your body. And so it is. Guys, do you see how it works? Does anyone else want to reframe something in your body? So at 66, Millie's body is working really well. She has the uterine lining of a 21-year-old. That is the exact thickness and the exact blood composition, and is doing exactly what the lining of the uterus is supposed to do every month, efficiently and effectively. And so it is. All right. And so it is. My body is perfect. My body is in perfect alignment so that I can do what I came here to do. And I am setting my mastery switch, that miracle mastery switch or that discernment switch. I give you hundreds of names for it. Just turn that switch up to that 10 and let it be known with spirit I am functioning at the highest frequencies. My body is in full power and ready to go. I am aligned with my destiny. I am here to complete the mission that I came here to do. So guys, we are here to complete that mission. And part of that mission, my friends, is to do what you came here to do. And know that you have a team of guides, angels, both on and off planet, who have been assigned to help you accomplish your mission. And Tina Marie and myself are part of that. These weekly Miracle Mondays tune your vibrational frequency up and help you remember that you can tell your body what it's going to do. You got that exactly right, Lori. I can tell my body what it needs to do. My body. So in my chiropractic days, I used to have my patients set that meter to the exact levels of the lab work that they needed. So if they needed their blood pressure to be 120/80, we would set it right now to 120/80, and we would see our body working perfectly at 120/80. All systems go, the hormones, the blood pressure, the circulation, the lymph, the heart being required, working in alignment for 120/80. And we keep seeing it. We keep seeing it, and we know that it is real and that it is possible for us to do. All right, guys. Well, Miracle Monday is evolving. I don't know. How do you guys like Miracle Monday? And I need to have me back with Miracle Monday. Should we continue with Miracle Monday? And I'm curious to know all your feedback and your thoughts, and even in particular, what you get from this. So one of the things I want to show you is some of my new work. I think I am going to show you this. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Share screen. Oh, yes. Okay. So the other day, I did a video with Ford. Many of you know Ford. You've seen him. Ford is the founder of Phi Tribe on YouTube. Music is phenomenal, extremely high frequency, meant to help you on ascension. Okay, my guides have been talking to me about bringing art into the world. Okay, let's see if I can actually. Okay, hello. Okay, so it's not actually doing what it's supposed to. Okay, let's see if you can see the next one. So, okay, okay, yeah. I'm having trouble with my computer, so bear with me. So the guides told me that it was time to start bringing out, doing not just readings, but expressing the angelic cosmic frequencies. That's what I need to hear, Lori. Expressing, and Deb, let's okay, thank you. So expressing the cosmic frequencies, energetic celestial frequencies of the person that I'm reading for. So I know some of you know who Ford is. The one on the left is the beginning, but if you can see, I'm afraid to play with it, but some of the different expressions of the energy that Ford brings you. Yes, he's not really letting me open it for you. That Ford brings to the table. Maybe let's see. Yeah, that Ford brings to the table. This is another energy showing you the divine love, compassion. Also, the energy of the wild, that wild wolf energy, feline energy, etc. So there's that. But moving right along, there's other kinds of energies that came through. Some of you know that Ford is transgender. And so let's see if this one comes through. This is one of the transgenders starting to move in that direction, but showing the purpose, the higher self energies that come with it. So there were those kinds of frequencies that started to come through in the most profound way, different aspects of Ford as Ford is expressing their highest potential. So I don't know what you think about that, but that is new work that I am working about, that I'm working on as I do dive into readings and do what I'm beginning to feel is that I've been using the word activate, but I think I align you with that special mission you came to do. We actually energize it. We bring it into embodiment and into form. So I'm happy that you subbed to Ford's channel. Phi Tribe, yes, one of my favorite people because of vibrational frequency. The people I try to bring on the shows are of high vibrational frequencies for all of you. And I love you, as always, very, very much. It makes my heart sing. So you guys can go on my website and sign up to get updates to the free ebook on your soul-filled purpose, which is just the beginning. You're here to live this purpose in the now, because now is the time when it's needed. Now is the time when you need to connect with your higher self, when you need to be able to bring in your own messages. And that is my work at joanofangels.com. And I appreciate that. Also, if you're new to the YouTube channels, please do two things: subscribe, like, and share, because that helps grow it. And then you'll always be informed when I go live, because I have no set schedule. So do that and share it out, and also help us grow the channel. Millie, we love you so much. All of you, just so happy to see you. Keep composing some of your original music. Yes, and if you're here for the first time, that makes my heart sing too. You're with Joan of Angels, with Tina Marie in the back room, helping to hold steady so all of you can step into your highest potential this life. So as always, expect miracles in your life, and know that you are so beloved, not just by your guides, your angels, but by Tina Marie and myself for being with us on every level. So reach out to me, Joan at joanofangels.com, so that we can, if you have any questions or you need support in any way, shape, or form. How's that? I've always helped people remember who they are and feel into their power, feel into what their gifts and their skills are. I've really helped people let go of what no longer serves them and transform that into fuel for their mastery, for them to shift their life into the positive. The magic happens when you can hear your heart sing. Literally hear your heart sing. I just want you to know you were born for this, that you have everything you need to really do you this lifetime. So let's get started. Let's make magic together. That's amazing. Let's make magic together. Let's step into the miraculous. Let's thrive through the coming times. Let's activate miracles. Let's experience the goodies that life has for us: health, wealth, and happiness. Let us really know that these visions are within us so they come true. I'm Dr. Joan Handgarter, Joan of Angels, helping you make all of your dreams come true. We'll see you all next week for Miracle Monday. Love you.